This is Eddie Hearn, Matchroom Boxing. You are watching Sporting Icons. You don't need to be anywhere else.
Okay, so Eddie Hearn has said this about Deontay Wilder ahead of a potential Anthony Joshua fight. I cannot believe how highly people rate Deontay Wilder. He's never beaten a top 5 heavyweight. Luis Ortiz is his best win. He was getting smashed in the first fight and he was 7-0 down in the second fight. He's never beaten an elite heavyweight. Eddie Hearn's statement. Now, first things first, Deontay Wilder hears that, then he's likely to pull out the Anthony Joshua fight, as he has done on many occasions, because he doesn't like Eddie Hearn and whatever else, okay? It's what it is. But I've said it 101 times that Deontay Wilder's best win is probably a Luis Ortiz. Luis Ortiz has never beaten anybody elite himself. His best win would be Bryant Jennings back in, was it 2015? His second best win could well be Dave Allen, right? That's Luis Ortiz. Luis Ortiz, who turned down Anthony Joshua fight on a couple of occasions and whatever else. But Wilder's never got an elite win. He hasn't. Had he beaten Tyson Fury in the first fight, that wouldn't have been an elite win, because that was a Tyson Fury come off the sofa after 3 years. Okay? But in the rematch and the third fight, sure, that was an elite Tyson Fury, and he paid the price. He got battered. But outside of Luis Ortiz, who is it that Deontay Wilder has an elite win over? Maybe some twerking competitions. We all know Deontay Wilder, he hears a little bit of music, he can't stop himself from twerking. He loves a little twerk. And so do some of his fanboys, some of the Wildettes. They love to see him twerk. They love it. Love it. Go Wilder, twerk, go Wilder. But other than that, what's he really done? Oh, he wants to be pregnant. That would be pretty elite. It's not my opinion that he said he wants to be pregnant. And if Anthony Joshua said that, I'll be saying the same thing. Sporting Icons ain't going to be no fan of Anthony Joshua or anybody who says he wants to be pregnant. No man should ever say that, in my opinion. But anyway, it's what it is. But outside of those, I suppose Artur Spilka, a guy who he was getting battered by, a guy who Derek Chisora knocked out as well. Malik Scott, who arguably took a dive, who Derek Chisora also knocked out. Again, I've said this before on a couple of occasions. I'll say it again. If Derek Chisora had fought the same opponents as Deontay Wilder, he'd have got to 40-0 as well. He would have done. Right? So who is it that Wilder's really beat? People talk about how Deontay Wilder is this killing machine. Okay, against who? Now, I'm not going to say that if he lands on Joshua, Joshua can take it and continue. No. There's a very real chance Joshua will go down and not get back up again. But there's a very real chance that Anthony Joshua lands on Deontay Wilder. Wilder's going to go down and won't get back up either. Wilder always fights on the back foot. He always fights scared. He doesn't win rounds. He just doesn't. He waits to see if he can land that big right hand. And all the training in the world by Malik Scott, trying to get him to throw the jab and do body shots and twist and turn, he ain't going to do it. He'll revert to type. It's what he does. He'll look for the knockout. That's what he does. And that's why he's always been a loss waiting to happen. I've said it many occasions. Many occasions. But anyway, as I said, none of this means that Wilder can't beat Joshua. Of course he can. And it's a fight that I'm looking forward to. It should have happened quite some years ago. And now Al Heyman and Shelley Finkel are ready to cash Wilder in. Let's see what happens. Maybe Wilder can get the win. For me, I made AJ a heavy, heavy favourite in this fight. A heavy favourite. I always have. I've never really rated Wilder. Good punch power, but that's it. And 101 excuses that he come out with after he got battered by Tyson Fury, one more ludicrous than the other, will tell you that he ain't mentally ready himself, I don't think. He can't be. But anyway, we'll have to see how the fight goes, I suppose. For me, AJ, heavy favourite. But that don't mean Wilder can't beat him. Of course he can. Anyway, drop your thoughts below. Click thumbs up, subscribe. Catch you next video.